Hello and good evening. You've got Channel 7 Weazel News with anchor Eugene Krabs, co-anchor Lando Calrissian, and on-scene reporter Earl Hickey. Here we are going to talk about a serious matter, women's sports and Title IX. Throughout history, women have been seriously oppressed in this particular aspect. Whether it's about being paid as a professional athlete or even letting a woman run in the Boston Marathon, women always seem to get excluded from professional athletics. And now Channel 7 presents Weazel News at Night with your anchors Eugene Krabs and Lando Calrissian.
Good evening, this is Eugene Krabs along with Lando Calrissian for Channel 7 Weazel News.
Tonight we'll be focusing on women's sports and the progress that has been made since the passing of Title IX.
How long has it been since that passed, Lando?
Well, it's been about 12 years since the passing of Title IX in 1972, which outlawed sex discrimination, has given women's sports programs across the country the same funding as men's sports programs, Eugene.
It has proven to be a very big step for women's rights, hasn't it, Lando?
Why, yes it has, Eugene. We have now begun to see a major rise in women's participation in sports in high school and on the collegiate level. In fact, the amount of women playing sports in 1972 was about 16,000, and today it's over 150,000. Funding also went from 1% in 1972 to now 16% this year, Eugene.
Wow, what interesting statistics you have here, Lando.
Yes, but wait, there's more, Eugene.
Oh boy!
3/4 of American women who attended the Olympics this year said they wouldn't have been there if it wasn't for Title IX.
Oh, well, it must have been very exciting at the Olympics this year. Thank you, Lando, for that great story.
Oh, I enjoyed sharing it with everyone.
We will be back after this short message with what sparked the entire movement for women's sports.
Energy.
We're back, and now we will look back to one of the many inspiring stories in women's sports that led to the buildup of demands for women's rights that eventually caused the passing of Title IX.
What inspiring story are you talking about, Eugene?
The 1967 Boston Marathon, of course.
Oh, that truly is an inspiring tale.
Indeed. On April 19th, 1967, Catherine Switzer entered the Boston Marathon under her brother's name because women were not allowed to participate until 5 years later. She ran the marathon in baggy clothes and a hat that covered her hair so that she would not be discovered.
Eventually, she was discovered by officials who attempted to chase Switzer out of the race. She used the haters as her motivators, and she finished the race. I would never go through that much work just so I could run, Eugene.
Me neither. When Title IX was passed, the Boston Marathon finally became open to women.
Our on-scene specialist, Earl Hickey, has Catherine Switzer live with some questions. Earl?
Thank you, Lando. I have Catherine Switzer here, first woman to run in and complete the Boston Marathon. April 19th, 1967 will forever be remembered as the day Catherine Switzer set the tone for the future of women's sports. How are you feeling today, Catherine?
I'm feeling well. How about you?
I'm doing well as well.
Don't be nervous.
Okay. Now, do you remember how you felt when you crossed that finish line?
I remember it like it was yesterday. I remember feeling very accomplished, being able to persevere and take on challenges that were not meant for women. It made me feel great.
That's very inspiring.
you.
What were you thinking when you decided to sneak your way onto the course?
I just thought it was time for a woman to make a stand and to open a new door. I wanted to be an example for all women. That we can do things that men can do.
Oh, okay, all right. Now, did you ever imagine that your love for running and your decision to run in the Boston Marathon would eventually lead to the passing of Title IX?
I thought that it would definitely make women want to take on the challenges they face, but I never expected it to come to the end of sex discrimination.
And how has Title IX impacted you?
I've never been happier for women. I'm very happy that women's sports are receiving the same amount of funding as the men's. And for me, I'm just glad I won't be having to fight off any more officials while running.
Okay. And there you have it. Catherine Switzer. I'm sorry.
That's okay. You were very nice.
Thank you. The door opener to women's sports future. Back to you, Krabs and Lando.
What a great joke.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm Eugene Krabs,
And I'm Lando Calrissian.
and from Earl Hickey and everyone here at Channel 7 Weazel News, thank you and good night.
Do 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 do.